Well, welcome back everyone to my channel. Max Power here. Got a new statue. Been waiting for this one for a long time, probably about a year and a half, almost I think 2 years I want to say. This is the Prime One Studios Robotech, the VF-1S Skull Leader Battleloid mode statue. Uh, I think, well, they really don't say the size of this, but after making the measurements, I believe this would probably fit into like a premium figure by Sideshow Collectibles as far as the size, and we'll kind of go up, talk about the size a little later on. But got them in. I did my video, real quick video of the box. So if you're interested in looking at that, I'm not going to show the box in this video because I want to get straight to the statue. There's quite a bit to go over this statue as far as why I want to kind of tell everybody out there. I haven't been, since I ordered this piece, I haven't been able to find this piece really anywhere, or anyone has had videos of it. I've seen videos of it in conventions. I think there's only one gentleman that had a video of an unboxing of it, and that was about a couple months ago, and it was from a different country, so I didn't understand what he was saying. So it was kind of, I got to see it finally on the reveal video or unboxing video, but again, without knowing what he was saying, that it was kind of like, okay, it was a pretty cool video. Anyway, here it is. Let's get right to it. I'm gonna go ahead and let me lay this down here because I actually needed the little sheet that comes with it so I can show you what you get. This piece is just a puzzle when it comes in, and I'm going to show you what that sheet tells you how to put it. Nothing's too hard to put together, but it's just everything's in pieces. So let me go ahead and take this off, my tripod off here. Sorry for the shakiness, but it was hard enough to get this piece in frame. So here we are. All right, let's get to the base. We'll start with the base here. A lot of detail in the base. Now with Prime Studios, this is an animated series from an animated series back in the 80s. So they were going for the animated look, and you can tell that the way the water's been kind of put on there. It is, I believe, kind of that acrylic type, but it doesn't look like it's see-through, like translucent or anything. It's more like a little bit more of a solid color. So it's done okay. I mean, it's not great, but then it's one of those things that they were going for the animation, not a realistic look. So in this case, it's fine. It works with it. All right, now let's get to the statue itself. A lot of real nice detail on this piece. If you're a fan of Robotech, I think you will be pleasantly surprised and happy to have this in your collection. There's not a lot of things out there, at least at this level, that you can collect from Robotech or even the Macross stuff. Now, if you're asking if this has LEDs, it does have one LED, which is kind of a shame. I think this particular item would have been great with a lot of LEDs, maybe through the boosters. That would have been nice to have some LED functions. But I personally have a love and hate relationship with any statue that has the lighting feature. Of course, it looks great when you first turn it on, but sometimes you have a problem where one of the light bulbs burn out, and then then it becomes a problem. It's not the same anymore. Or the batteries, you have to worry about the batteries, so you turn it on a couple times and that's about it. So, but it's always nice to have them. In this case, I think this statue would have been nice to have more than just one LED. And if you're wondering where the LED is at, it is located on its head right here. So, and nothing else lights up. Now, a lot of the stuff is removable. The the statue itself comes without any of these pieces. So not that it doesn't come with it, but it does come with it, but it is removable. So there's pieces that get attached to this here, so then you can display it without the armor. And so this is removable. This is removable on the side. And these thrusters right here are also removable. So it's kind of hard to do it, but that's kind of like how everything is removed. It's just keyed in with the magnet. So let's see. On mine, I don't know if anybody else who gets this piece, they'll have the same problem, but mine seems to have a little bit of an issue here. I kind of caught that. I was a little disappointed on that, but from far away, you really can't tell. And it is kind of a little bit of a used battle damage kind of look to the Veritech. So I guess it's okay. But, you know, this is not a cheap piece. So, you know, when you're expecting, especially from Prime One Studios, you're expecting the best molds and the best they could possibly do, like they do with their Transformer stuff. And this would be, I would qualify it as being as right up there with doing a kind of a Transformer. It is a robot. Granted, that's a movie piece, and this is supposed to be kind of the animation part of it, but mine does have a little bit of a interesting detail that I don't know what happened here. Maybe when they were making it cracked and they mondoed it, I'm not too sure, but I can see that. Of course, in high definition, you can see it all, and when you get up close, really close, I mean, you get to see it. But overall, I mean, it doesn't take away much from the piece from far away. You really can't even tell until you really start kind of looking at it. But other than that, mine came in perfect condition. I didn't have any issues as far as the statue itself. The way they shipped this, it's shipped very nicely, very secure. I did have a chip on mine. It was more in one of the little areas right here, the crest, but it was a clean cut, so I was able to just glue it back. But just two little pieces. One I believe was right here, already glued it, and the other one was just right on one of the corners right there, I believe. So not a big deal. The assembly on this is, like I said, it's not difficult, but here's what the sheet that it comes with. This is the assembly instruction. You're welcome to pause the video at any time so you can see how it comes together. And you get everything. This is exactly how it shows up in the box. Obviously, it's wrapped and everything, so it's well protected. And this also shows you how you remove the pieces. So this is how, so I can get that glare there. This is how, with the covers, removal instructions. Oh, maybe that's not. Okay, so here it's showing you with the armor. Let's turn that over so you guys can see how it's put together. One thing to note that the batteries, which are LR41, they don't come with it. So you have to go and buy them. So if you are getting this piece in, go to the store and buy they are LR41. I couldn't find LR41 at my local store, so I looked it up and I was able to use this one, which is a good substitute for the SR41 for that type of battery if you can't find the LR41. As you can see, this is where the pieces go in when you put the armor. And this is what it looks like without the armor. And what you're seeing here on this video is with the armor. All right, getting back to the statue. A lot of great details. Awesome piece. I'm very happy with it. I don't have a Robotech of anything in my collection, and I thought it was time for me to get something. It's really hard to find a lot of Robotech stuff. And I know it has something to do with licensing, so I know the whole controversy between the Japanese stuff, the Macross, and the Robotech Harmony Gold. So I know all of that. Tons of videos I've seen. For me, it's always been Robotech, so I'm really more interested in the Robotech more than watching the individualized shows that it was based off of. All right, let me go ahead and turn on the LED of the head. So the head comes off pretty easy. Let me go. There you go. Turn on. And the way you turn the light on, there's a button right there that you can see. Well, maybe you can't. Let me get close here. All right, there it is. So there's a clicking right here. And you turn on the light. It's pretty bright. Sometimes I think it's a little too bright. It's not as subtle. I wish it would have been a little bit more subtle so it wouldn't be so bright. But again, you turn it on maybe once or twice and then you don't turn it on at all. Let me see if I can remove this so you guys can get an idea. There we go. So the head comes off. This is the button to turn on the light. Okay, and then let's see if I can remove this here. There we go. And that's where the batteries go. Oops. There we go. Click it back. And it would have been nice if you could have been able to move his head rather than just turning sideways. All right, and there we are. All right, let's see. And these are the pieces that if you saw on the instruction how to put it together, all this is already in the mold, except for this piece right here. This kind of comes off here. It's kind of loose. I wish they would have just molded it, but you know, I guess it's for the packaging part. So I think I'm just going to glue that. I'm not going to sell this piece, so it's going to be a piece that I'm always going to keep. So I think I'm just going to glue them so they don't come off like that. The paint application, it's nice. You know, again, this is Japan animation, so it is, you know, this is what it would seem like if this piece was in 3D in front of you and not on the television. So it's, you know, as far as colors and things like that, what do you expect? As far as the paint application, is it supposed to look realistic? Is it not supposed to be realistic? The paint on here, this is kind of a, yeah, I wish this would have been a little translucent. Again, it would have been nice if they would have put lights in here. I think that would have been really nice. Kind of the same thing. This has kind of like a matted orange, and they do come off. There's a magnet here. And these ones right here, although these are a little bit matted, so they don't have much of a gloss, except maybe a little bit of gloss here, and it gets kind of more matted down here. These are a lot more glossier. It would have been wonderful if they would have just gone with more of a kind of a see-through color rather than this just like an orange see-through. But perhaps maybe they would have done that if they would have had lights. But in this case, they're simulating light with paint. Scale-wise, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I don't know where this falls in. It's really not a big piece. You know, Prime 1 Studios are known for their 1/3 and half scale statues, and this is not any of those. It doesn't really fall into that. on their website, they claim that this is about 24 inches. It is not. It is not. I've made the measurements, and hold on, let me see what I got here to let you know. He's roughly he's under 21 and a half inches. So just a little bit over 21 inches tall and under 21 and a half. So kind of in between that. And it's really more of the base that makes him up there. Standing alone, the figure itself, he's really about 15 inches tall. I mean, and I measured him from here to the antennas, and he's about 15 inches. So really the size is added on by the base. If you're looking to put this on a DTOF, which is where I'm going to place him in, he will fit. Now, if you have, I display my DTOFs all have the glass pane in front of it taken off, so I can put bigger pieces if they're jutting out of the DTOF. I don't have the glass to restrict them. So in that sense, yes, and then you can, but no, as far as if you have the glass the glass door, then he will not fit. He's too large. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this down here, so I'm not doing too much shaking here. All right, here we go. We'll have them look him up this way. Okay. So if you're planning to put him in a DTOF, like I said, your average DTOF from the depth, you have about 12 and a half inches of depth that you have from the back to the front. 12 and a half inches. I was measuring my DTOF when, was trying to put him in there. And you have about 15 inches wide. Now, if you consider the iron rods, because this takes up two spots on a DTOF, then you're looking at about 50 inches wide that you have without those rods. If you're including those rods, you have about 13 and a half that you have to squeeze them in to get in. And he's well under that. The base alone on this one is about 12 inches. So definitely width-wise, he fits into a DTOF perfectly. Now, where you have the problem is the depth. From the base, from the front of the base, so from right here to the back, because you have all that water splashing, and that will hit the back of the DTOF. So if you put them directly into the DTOF and you have the statue facing you like so, then he will be sticking out quite a bit. Because you're really, I measured from here to the back, and you've got, let's see, I put it under here, armor. About 13 and a half inches from here to over here. And that you don't have that room. So facing out, unless you have the glass removed. Again, if you have the glass removed, this will stick out, but you will be able to put him out. And his gun will stick out as well. For me, I'm going to put him kind of facing this way, so then his face is looking at me. And when you do that, you are moving the waves to the side, so then you're able to squeeze him into the DTOF further in. And so then this is not sticking out so much. Now the little emblem, the skull leader emblem, won't be facing you. It'll be kind of facing this way, but he'll definitely be fit in a lot better than if he's facing you this way. And then your gun will stick in a little bit more. So yes and no, he will fit on the DTOF is basically what I'm saying. I had asked the gentleman that, from that had done the video from another country, I figured, okay, maybe he'll respond, because I saw some people saying, speaking English in there. And he did respond to me. He said no, that it wouldn't fit in the DTOF, but I am assuming that he said that because he doesn't remove his his glass front doors, and I do. But he will. If you have those removed, it will fit. If you don't, then he will not fit. All right. If you were wondering if this is just painted on or a sticker, no, everything's painted on. Really nice detail. This is embossed in there, so it does stick out. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much all I have on this piece. If you have any questions, tell me what you think about this piece, just go ahead and put them on the comments. I always like to see the comments of people, what they say, what they think about this piece. It does show on video. The black is showing a little bit of a gray spray. It's not like that for whatever reason. I think there's just glare in the lighting that I have that makes the black seem a little bit faded out, but it is not. It is the black. It does show up as black when you have it in hand. Okay, again, if you have any questions, concerns, or you want to comment, let me know. You're welcome to do so, and I will respond to you. And that's all I have. Hopefully you enjoy my videos. Making a couple more videos of the other things that I received. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys for coming to my channel and checking things out. All right, take care. Bye.